Hi, friends.
Hey,
Welcome.
everybody.
Thank you for joining us for M&M Connections, where you get live, free psychic readings with me, Mel, Enlightened Spirit, and the amazing Margaret. And angels
Margaret,
always. Yes.
yes, Margaret Phillips from Angels always around us. We're still working on how we're doing this. It's all good, guys. We are glad to have you here. We have a great show for you tonight. Um, as we are getting started, we have some upcoming events. Mel, why don't you tell everybody about our joint events coming up?
Yeah. So here we go. You guys should be able to see at this point the events that we have coming up. And it disappeared. I don't know if you see them or not. But they're gone now. Let's try this one. All right. Not a problem. Why don't we chat a little bit about Margaret, about this 1111 portal while I pull up this our events.
Sounds great. So today is November 11th. It is 1111. That is known as a manifestation date. Numerology believes it's one of the big numbers for manifesting, for creating what you want in your life. So today is a great day to figure out if you've got a small business and you want it to flourish in 2025. Hey, start making those business goals today. Today's a great day for that. If you've got stuff in your life you need to fix, start manifesting that. Today is a great day. I know here in the States, over where Mel and I are, it's like 7 o'clock, so we got a few more hours left. But start manifesting. You use the 1111 portal to your benefit. Mel, what would you like to say about the 1111 portal?
I like to say that, as with all celestial events, it is extremely important to check in with yourself and give yourself a little bit, actually a lot of grace. It's no joke when synchronicities occur. So if you're feeling a little squirrely, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling restless, I just encourage you to just slow down, check the skies, check NOAA, check all the sites, the astrological sites, check in with your psychic, your local psychic, and figure out if something is happening that is bigger than yourself. And the 1111 portal is that. And so when we choose to manifest or to step into this manifestation energy, the better we feel about ourselves, the more powerful our manifestations will be towards the positive. So thanks for sharing about that, Margaret. It's really
Mhm.
appreciated.
Yep.
So I think I have some events for us to check out. So let's see.
Awesome.
Yes, here we go. So, as you know, M&M Connections live stream is on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, live every Monday at 7 p.m. to 7:30. This is where you can receive live answers to your burning questions from two of Pennsylvania's really exciting psychics, me, Mel from Enlightened Spirit, and Margaret, Angels Always Around Us. We also have a Spirit and Splatter event uh, on November 20th, 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Flick of the Wrist in Broomall, Pennsylvania. Now, I have already received messages about scheduling time with me, and I know Margaret has as well. But you must not forget that Lena Chero from Lena Chero's Animal Communications will also be there. So not only can she communicate with your pets live, or those who transition, but she can also communicate with you and read you and give you valuable insights as to how to navigate the world around you. So I really hope you will look up the Spirit and Splatter event and shoot Margaret, myself, or Lena a message to book an appointment with us on November 20th. So we have some events for Margaret, and they are right here.
Yes, and real quick before we flip into them, for Spirit and Splatter, you do not have to do both things. You can do the painting, you can do a do all three. You can do one of the three. You can do two of the three. It's whatever you want to do, whatever fits your needs. We are there. So just send us some messages. Now, like Mel said, I got lots of stuff coming up this month, this week even. We got lots of stuff coming up next couple of weeks. So every Tuesday, I do Angelic Insights and Healing on A1R's Psychic Radio Facebook page. This Saturday at 9:30 a.m., we are going to have, I am leading a group. We're going to be exploring nature's energy at the Wissahickon Park at 9:30 this Saturday, November 16th. We will all meet at Valley Green Inn in the Wissahickon Park system down here. And then we'll go for a short walk. It's not going to be anything strenuous, so anybody who has any problems or whatever with walking long distances, don't worry, short walk. We're going to kind of connect with the trees. We're going to ground some. We're going to learn how to feel the trees' energies. We're going to learn how to feel the energies of the rocks. And I will tell you guys, the Wissahickon Park system is amazing. I've been there. I love it there. That's why part of the reason why I'm leading this group this Saturday, because I have had those rocks and those trees share stories with me and show me parts of the history that they have seen. And it's an amazing, awesome experience. I want to share that with people who are open to receiving that type of experience. And, you know, if you come out with us and you try to feel the energy and you can't feel anything, you haven't lost anything. You spent some time out in nature. You got some exercise. You're doing good. You got some fresh air. It's all great. Sometimes it takes a little bit to connect. However long it takes, come on out and have fun with us. Next Thursday in 2 weeks. Well, not 2 weeks. Next week already. It's crazy. Wait, is that this week? No, apparently that's this Thursday, the 14th.
The 14th, it's this week.
November's flying by, guys. Sorry. This week, this Thursday, apparently I will be at the Awaken Center again, doing with Pranic Healing of Bucks County, doing the Twin Hearts meditation, and we will have not only myself will be there, but other healers from Bucks County Pranic Healing will be there. Come out, enjoy the meditation, get a mini healing from a pranic healer after the meditation. It's only $25. It's a great value to if you need like some spiritual tune-up, some mental health tune-up, some physical tune-up. Pranic healing is good for all that stuff, guys. And then Thursday, November 21st, that's in 2 weeks.
Yes.
We will have our Special Angels game night again at the Awaken Center. We are doing that at 6 o'clock, Thursday, November 21st. We are doing that a week early this month because of the Thanksgiving holiday. This will be the last game night for the year. So please come out on the 21st. Help support us, help play some games, help have some fun.
Thank you, Margaret, so much. As you guys can see, as you can notice, that there is a lot going on in Pennsylvania for your spiritual development. And Margaret, myself, and Lena Chero are here to help you. Please be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages at In-Lightened Spirit and at Angels Always Around Us. And now I believe, Margaret, it is time for our card of the day.
It is, and it's time for our mindful message. So give me a second. I'm going to shuffle this up. We're going to see what we get this week.
Mindfulness messages are here to help you focus on something to propel you towards your greater, most radiant life.
Okay, so our card for today is the subconscious mind. It says, I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told growing up that I am things that growing up that I'm subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release those beliefs that are no longer aligning with me, substituting them with ones that do align with me.
Wow. So I
heavy
guess
message.
That is a heavy message, and I will definitely. I'm going to take this one first. So,
Go for it.
subconscious mind. Oh my goodness. So there is this idea that everybody is processing information through their filter. This filter is created by our experiences in this lifetime and previous lifetimes, our encounters with people in this lifetime and previous lifetimes, and our opinions, our thoughts, our beliefs from this lifetime and the previous lifetime. So just think about it. How much work your subconscious mind is doing whenever you experience additional or new stimuli? How much of is going through your filter and forming, shaping an opinion about the experience, a thought about the experience you're having, or a belief, or an action about the experience you're having. And so we have to give ourselves grace because our subconscious mind is always designed to protect us, right? But sometimes those belief systems don't help us any longer. It is important to be gentle as you dig deep to uncover what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you, and then learn how to make a decision about whether or not to follow that instruction to the letter, or perhaps add slight modifications to make your life a little bit brighter. And that is something that I love doing as Enlightened Spirit, a psychic medium, spiritual advisor. I love doing that with clients. And I know Margaret has a lot of insight on that as well as a lot of assistance with that, right, Margaret?
I do. And Mel is absolutely right. Our subconscious's job is to protect us. However, sometimes, it gets a little screwy with what it's doing. It, unintentionally might make it a little worse. Um, but we have to kind of work on that, and this is a powerful card. This is an amazing message to come up on 1111. We are talking about manifesting, and I have got to tell you guys, I heard something earlier today, and I don't know how well it's going to do, but I am going to try to start a mini revolution slash a mini I don't know, new, I don't know what you call it when it's like the slang for those words and stuff. There's FML, freak my life, we'll keep it a little clean. And I heard that shortly before the radio broadcast, somebody was going through an issue and they were like, F my life. And I'm like, no, 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 we're not going there. So here's the mini revolution slash new slang word. Let's all work on this. I'm putting this up tomorrow when I get done this show. I'm making a graphic for it because, oh my gosh, there is so much negativity in the world. Guys, we've got to turn this around. We've got to make some changes. So are you ready for the new meaning for FML? Fabulous is my life. There's an extra word in there, but that's okay. And Spirit told
Fabulous.
me that was okay. And, I started to say fantastic, and I'm like, no, that doesn't resonate. We have to use the word fabulous. Fabulous has a higher energetic field than fantastic does. Don't get me wrong, guys. And those of you who've been following me for a while, fantastic and amazing are two of my favorite words. But Spirit says the new slang is fabulous is my life, guys. Let's focus on that. Let's stop bringing in that negativity. We've got to get this stuff going. We got to start reprogramming this stuff. There's too much hate. There's too much negativity in the world. We've got to reprogram it. We've got to work on even reprogramming our subconscious minds, because I guarantee you, for that person, that was a knee-jerk subconscious mind crap. And what did I do as that person struggling with what they were struggling with? I started invoking Archangel Michael, and there we go. Things kind of work out. You have to rechange that balance. You have to keep going. So tonight, Mel, do you want? I think we should pull individual cards. What do you think?
Well,
Did
I
you
see
pull from your deck?
we've got Lena on the line, and we've got Deb
Oh,
on the line, and at first we want to welcome them and
oh,
to
I
say
didn't.
hi.
My thing didn't even tell me there was other people in here. I apologize, guys. Well, then let's get some readings going.
I see Deb and I see Lena, and I know that there are so many people who are just finally settling down and turning on their Facebook. And we are here and ready to answer any questions you may have. So please be sure to put them in the chat if you do have questions. All right. And as we move right along, I'm shuffling cards to see what Spirit wants us to focus on today in our live stream in this moment. So, calling out to everybody who's on Facebook, who's off Facebook in the world, what inspiration do you want us to know, Spirit? And it is shame. Okay. Everybody has shame. Okay. Shame is a product of our conditioning, of our society, of all the things that we've encountered that just don't make us feel so great. And instead of it just being not so great, we've learned how to weaponize those negative experiences and use those weapons against ourselves. And so it's time for us to start looking at the things that cause us shame, back to the subconscious mind. There are some things we're shameful about that we don't even realize we're shameful about. And it is coloring how we show up in the world. And so, Spirit is saying that, you know what? It's time to let go of shame and be yourself, warts and all, cuss words and all. Be yourself, because when you are yourself, you know exactly where you are, and then you can make better choices about where you'd like to go. I know that, it's very important in the process of working through shame is to own what it is that makes you feel shameful. And sometimes it could be trauma, and sometimes it could just be non-friendly thoughts. When we start to take ownership for who we are, how we operate, and what we think, then we realize that nobody can hurt us with it. We are actually the only ones who can, and we are usually the only ones who are hurting ourselves with our shame. So it's time for us to gird our loins, to cowboy and cowgirl up, and face our shame, claim it, and then make a decision about how we'd like to use it to our highest and greatest good, rather to our ultimate demise. So that's what Spirit is saying to me in regard to the topic of shame. Any thoughts, Margaret, or did you pull a
I
card?
think you pretty well covered that. I actually pulled a card from my angel deck here. I'd like to share that with everybody. Um, so my single people that are watching right now, take a breath. Don't get too excited when this card pops up. Um, so the card that came up for you guys today is Chantel, and Chantel comes when there's a new love on the horizon. Again, my single people, take a breath, because the tricky thing about Chantel is 95% of the time, nothing to do with relationships. Because, and I think this is why too, because relationships are important, but our most important relationship is with our higher power. Our second most important relationship is with ourselves. And the angels have people in our lives they want to bless us with, a lot of times romantically, but this isn't what she's talking about here today. What I'm hearing again, Chantel is coming up on 11/11, guys. We were just talking about manifesting your business goals, manifesting your life goals. She's telling me to tell you guys, as you manifest today, as you put forward, and it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to go out and have a 3-hour ritual, guys. You can take like literally 3 minutes, focus on saying affirmation. I posted this earlier today on Facebook for those you may have or may not have seen. Take a few minutes, allow yourself to sit with yourself, allow yourself to say, I am connected to the unlimited source of abundance, and I welcome it to come into my life with all the blessings. Something similar to that. Say that, and then start thinking about what you want. Visualize and allow yourself to feel what it's like to have what you want. And Chantel says, when you do this, she is going to help this manifest, especially when you start putting in the work now. We've got about 6 weeks till 2025. Let's get moving. Let's start planning, because on a lot of levels, we all create our own destinies. We all create our own stories. Yes, we react to how other people behave and act around us, but also by controlling our reactions or our non-reactions to what other people do, we create that peace in our lives. So, we got 6 weeks. She says, let's start working. Let's put the groundwork in now over the next 6 weeks so she can help us all to have a great 2025. And I got to tell you, I don't know about you, Mel, but the past couple of weeks, I have been feeling like 2025 is going to be great for a lot of people. The energy is high. It seems like we're coming out of this kind of cloud that's been hanging around for a few years.
I do believe that 2025 is going to be remarkable with the sense of adventure. We are going to embark on so many amazing things, but we also need to be aware that it's going to take some work. There will be blood, there will be tears, there will be hiccups, but that's part of the adventure. And I am excited for 2025, but ultimately, I'm excited just for each day. because in order for me to meet 2025 with all of its blessings, I have to learn how to meet each day with all of its blessings, or else I take 2025 and the shit for granted. So I'm so grateful that today is the 1111 portal, because the three cards that I pulled that universe wants us to know from the goddesses, it's kind of giving me a theme for 2025. So here you guys go, guys. It's time to go outside. It's not only to step outdoors, but we want you to think outside the box. We want you to do things that may not be typical of you, because it is really about creating more neural pathways by doing things differently. Because when we do things differently, we enhance our brain. We become smarter. We become more open minded. We become even more, God forbid, willing to do and try those things that we needed perhaps courage for or inspiration for. It gives us an opportunity to see blessings where previously we couldn't see them before. Also, who showed up was Mott and fairness. And so, in light of everything we've been experiencing within the past few months, in the past few weeks, we have to know that everything is working out fairly in the grand scheme of things, as this is the cosmic scheme of things, because we live in a universe that is not invested in our suffering. It just wants us to grow. Our suffering is optional, but growth does require some pain. So everything is working out fairly. Again, are we going to weaponize the pain we encounter, or are we going to just look at it as another opportunity for growth? And last and not least, it's time to recharge. So take your butt outside, realize things are working fairly, and recharge. All right? There comes a point in time where we must take it down. Do a little isolation from social media. Take yourself to the spa. Take nice long baths. Take walks in the park, like Margaret's beautiful Wessahicken Park excursion this Saturday. Whatever you need to do to recharge, to feel vital again, to feel how magnificent the energy that is your birthright is, we need you to get in touch with that, because there's a lot of amazing gifts to come, and you want to be in top form in order to enjoy it. So, that is what I think the universe has been asking us to do moving forward. Do you have any insight that you want to share, Margaret, about what the universe needs us to do moving forward? Because as a single woman, I'm just going to work on myself.
I think I think that's, people come to our tables all the time now, and a lot of times there's always room for people to work on themselves. Nobody here is perfect. We all have things to work on. But and like Mel mentioned earlier, guys, when you're working on this stuff, you have to make sure you're being gentle with yourself, because like when you look at stuff, yeah, it takes a minute, and some of that stuff can be hard that you're working through, and that's okay. It's okay if it gets too hard and you've been crying for 2 hours and you can't stop. It's okay to stop and go put that stupid TV show on that is a total time waster almost, except for the fact that it's going to have you laughing your butt off for that 32 minutes the show's on, okay? Then you go laugh, you watch that totally ridiculous thing that's so ridiculous, you're busting your butt up, and, you let that help change your mood. We all have to work on ourselves. We all have things we have to do to be better people. We need to continue to work on that. But we need to, like Mel said, continue to work on it gently.
Yeah, completely. So, so we're getting close to the end of our broadcast. We have a few minutes left, and so, Margaret, do you have any closing thoughts for people to hold on to for the end of the week?
I would say, guys, this energy that I've been feeling the past couple of weeks, it's only going to get stronger as it comes through. I know with the holidays coming up, a lot of people are very anxious. I know Spirits already had me coaching some people on different ways to help get them through family dinners and that kind of stuff. And, it can be hard to keep those boundaries up, guys, but put those boundaries up. If you have to leave because people are disrespecting you, then leave.
Yeah.
I don't care. I tell my people, I don't care if that fork is like right here and you got it full of mashed potatoes and turkey, put it down, walk the heck out. You do not deserve to be disrespected. You deserve respect and love. You are a project and you are created by a divine being. You are created with source energy. You do have divine in you and you are valuable.
Yeah.
So that's my little mini soapbox for the week.
Yes, so that is absolutely perfect, Margaret. I'm pushing the holidays back a little bit more. I'm gonna suspend my holiday messaging until maybe next week because I'm not ready for the holidays at all. But what I will say is that it's important for all of us to remember our primary focus, which is to chop wood, carry water, take care of yourself. The world around us could be doing somersaults, but you really want to think about how can you make yourself a better, more happy, more joyous individual. And I know that sounds selfish, but honestly, only governments and religion make that selfish. In reality, when we focus on ourselves as individuals, the profit, the benefit of focusing on ourselves exudes from us, and it shades and it shapes the people we interact with. When you mind your own business and focus on yourself, you then change another person's opinion about the world, and then they work on themselves, and then they work on themselves, and they follow the example that's most attractive. So work on yourself in becoming that example that is most attractive. Work diligently to become that person that your inner child would love to play with, that your inner child would be safe with, that your inner child would trust unequivocally. This is the work that we must do. And yeah, I said there's going to be blood and bumps and bruises and scrazes, but hey, nobody leaves this world without any battle scars. So do the work, and we are here to help you through it. Me, Mel, Enlightened Spirit. You can send a message to me either on Facebook, Instagram, my website at Mel Thompson, or even at Mel Enlightened Spirit on Facebook or Instagram. And Margaret, who is an amazing coach, and she is at Angels Always Around Us, correct, Margaret?
Yes, yes, and that's my Facebook, that's my Instagram, that's my YouTube channel, and Facebook, YouTube, and website is all Angels Always Around Us. Website's angelsalwaysaroundus.com. Instagram is at Angel Margaret P.
And not to mention, it isn't just me, Margaret. There's a third in our cabal slash cadre. That's Lena Chero. And Lena Chero is also here to help you. She will be on our show soon. But, she uses these wonderful cognitive techniques like neuro-linguistic training and hypnosis and just connecting on a soul level. So we're telling you that you are not alone in this, and we can help guide you to living a more radiant life. And so with 3 minutes to spare, I would like to thank everybody who showed up today. Thank you so much for sharing your time. Thank you if you're watching the restream. It means so much when you guys show up and just give us our love. We know that our purpose
Absolutely.
in life to help others feel happy, joyous, and free is a worthy one, and it helps us keep up the fight. Are there any gratitudes or thanks that you want to extend, Margaret?
No, I just real quick want to thank everybody who came out to the Awaken Expo this weekend. It was a great expo. I got to meet lots of beautiful people, got to see lots of healing going on, lots of seeds planted, lots of light bulbs came on this weekend, and I saw lots of things get cleared this weekend by people. So I am grateful for everybody who showed up. As always grateful for people showing up, whether it be live broadcast, restream, a video. Anytime you guys support us, we really do appreciate it because, your support of us helps us remember, sometimes we're human too, guys. Sometimes we forget that, we are making a difference. So it's always great. Psychics love to hear feedback. I know, Mel, you let me know how you feel, but I know, especially it's interesting, especially when you're doing a reading and somebody's like, no, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's going to happen. And then they come back to you 2 months later and they say, I didn't see that coming, but you did. And oh my gosh, you were so right. So, one of the great benefits of getting a psychic reading is so we can warn you guys of what we see. If we see something bad coming, then you can shift your path, and then you alter your path and you change it. So then, psychic readings are great for helping you change your future into what you want it to be. Like I said, we all work on creating our own stories. We all work on creating our own destinies. So allow, your friendly local psychics to help you create the destiny you want.
Yeah. And with that, you have an opportunity to connect with me, Margaret, and Lena at Spirit and Splatter at a flick of the wrist in Broomall, Pennsylvania, November 20th from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Please connect with us and make an appointment. But if you can't wait until the 20th, you can visit Margaret and myself at the Awaken Center for Human Evolution. The Awaken Center is located in the Plymouth Meeting Mall in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, on the lower level, across from Legoland and next to Bed Bath and Beyond. So we look forward to visiting with you all really, really, really soon. And I hope you have a blessed day.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.